Okay, I know it's late at night. This is a late night upload and I hate doing this to you boys, but we gotta get this one out here. Essentially, in today's gameplay, we have two different pulse rifles we got to play with. Now, you can go out and say that each one of these is a god roll, but understand guys, today's video, we're actually gonna go in there and build our own god roll. This is actually gonna exponentially make your weapon nastier. And believe me, once we have these perks laid out, no lie guys, you'll have one of the nastiest weapons in the game. Like, I had most of my gameplay like within a few hours of playing with each one of these weapons, but I ended up staying on these gentlemen's account a little bit longer than I was supposed to. I'm sorry. I was having a good time. So shout out to Driven by Ribbon and also the One Black Asian. Much love to those guys for letting me get on their accounts and playing with these things. Guys, let's talk about these rolls. You'll start to notice some differences in this gameplay. One of these pulse rifles is super consistent, while the other one is super lethal. What we're trying to do in today's video is come up with a perk set that allows for that consistent lethality. That's what we want. Both of these weapons though, guys, quite frankly, are just oozing with nasty. So the first roll we're looking at, we've got Kill Clip, Feeding Frenzy, Steady Rounds, and these Marin RDS sights, which is one of those short zoom sights. It increases handling and it also increases range. Really good sight. But notice our stats here. Right off the bat, you see that stability stat is straight up flexing. We've got a stability masterwork, a counterbalance mod on it, and even though Steady Rounds does give us that -5 range, that scope there is making up for it, and we still have 83 range. Guys, this is so beautiful to look at. Now, this was by far the most lethal of the two pulse rifles. Kill Clip obviously really throwing that damage up. We're going from 27 a crit all the way to 36 a crit, with our body shot damage also jumping up to 21 per body. Guys, this is absolutely disgusting. Definitely an overkill though, considering that this will still take 2 bursts to kill an opponent, but instead of 6 crits and 2 body shots, you can actually kill an opponent in 2 crits and 6 body shots. So no, Kill Clip doesn't speed up the time to kill. Yes, you can knock a couple bullets off. You can kill someone within 6 crits. It mainly just makes the weapon more forgiving. Now, Feeding Frenzy, we haven't really talked about this perk too much. It increases that reload speed upon kills. To me, I think it's a better perk than even Outlaw. The reload speed is still super fast without requiring you to be precise. So for my PvE players out there, a definite must-have perk. Now, despite this roll being really good, and it was very lethal, it still lacked in that consistency. Yes, the stability is nice, but fellas, the next roll gets even nastier. And really, it's all because of one perk. And it's not Rampage. Yes, Rampage is on this weapon and it's really nice, but that's not the focus. The focus here is Zen Moment. You can probably already see the differences in gameplay. The recoil, the stability, the minimum reticle shake that you see is all because of this one perk. I haven't seen recoil control like this ever when it comes to consoles. I also have Steady Rounds here, and the scope that you see has now become my favorite scope on this weapon. It is the RA Smoosin ISA scope. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Guys, just know this thing turns this weapon into an outright monster. It increases that handling speed, and it also increases that range. Now, I want to do a side-by-side comparison between this one and the Kill Clip one. The same amount of stability. The range is a little bit less on the Zen Moment due to that RA scope, but we have slightly more handling here than the Kill Clip Blast Furnace. Overall, guys, if I had to choose either one of these to go into gunfights with, 100%, hands down, the Zen Moment Blast Furnace Pulse Rifle is the better pulse. And really, guys, it comes down to one perk, and that's Zen Moment. Now, Zen Moment, I mean, guys, it's a great perk, without a doubt. I like it on things like Jade Rabbit. It's great on Polaris Lance, but there seems to be something else that it does here with that pulse rifle. I don't know if it like double dips, or I guess in this situation, quadruple dips, considering you're landing 4 shots at one time, but Zen Moment just turns this pulse rifle into a laser. Which takes us to our conclusion, guys. What are the roles that you should be looking for when it comes to this pulse rifle? And again, this is specifically for PvP. The roles that I want, the one that I am gonna die for, is that Rasmussen ISA scope, all around the best scope on this weapon, Steady Rounds, Zen Moment, and possibly either Rampage or Headseeker. Now, the reason why I say between those two, I really don't know about Headseeker. That's still an odd one. I've asked people in my Discord today if they have a Headseeker roll on it. None of them had Headseeker with Zen Moment. But 100%, whatever happens on that last column, it's just gravy. Everything before that, Zen moment, steady rounds, that Rasmussen scope, a stability masterwork, those are the things that you're gonna need to turn this weapon into full nasty. And listen to me, guys, it's absolutely disgusting. I look to see this pulse rifle replace just about every other pulse rifle in Crucible. Bygones, goodbye. Go figure, it was good while it lasted. So I highly advise grinding out for this thing. Now, if you happen to come across the roll that I'm talking about, plus Headseeker, I don't think I'm gonna review this weapon again because I've already reviewed it too many times. Technically, we've already reviewed it 3 times, even though this is only 2 videos. But 3 different pulse rifles, that's a lot. Just let me know in the comments below how it performs for you. Does Headseeker really make a difference? If it doesn't seem to make a difference, then in that last column, I think Rampage would be something I wanna go with. And as far as our mod goes, I did have a Counterbalance mod on this Zen moment roll. Was it necessary? I don't really know if it is. Again, Counterbalance is really useful when all I have to stabilize the weapon out is steady rounds. But if I've got steady rounds and Zen moment, a Counterbalance mod might not even be needed, which leaves us for many other options. A target adjusting mod, a Rampage spec mod, a lot of things. So let me know, guys, if you have that roll, how it performs for you. And if you got a Zen moment roll with steady rounds, how it performs without something like a Counterbalance mod. Again, this is more aimed at console play. I'm not sure, Zen moment may actually be overkill for PC. But man, it feels nice to finally shoot one of these pulse rifles and it remains steady from the first shot to the last. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.